Zeus's Jace has reached that point as well. Croco is going to be able to get Viego here, which, honestly, in terms of individual character potential, is definitely up there. The Viego and the Ahri is a combination that, if it can pop off, is insanely strong. And LIIV SANDBOX comp is very much get the first kill.
Yes, they're pretty popular here. And elsewhere. Everywhere.
I was about to interject, really. Zeus, again, going for Ignite. Already covered that one in the previous game. The Vayne has been on a little bit of a upsurge in terms of her play rates, like slowly climbing up again. Of course, still very much on the, I want to say, B tier, behind the S tier, Jinx, Phelios, although...
And behind the A tier?
On 12.5, yeah, behind A tier, picks like Kai'Sa, Caitlyn, although Caitlyn, obviously, in some situations, climbs up the ranks pretty quickly. Piloted by Deft in what was a wonderful game, where he was able to find the dreaded 1v1s, well, dreaded for Vayne's opponents at the very least. There's round 2 for Dove. Gets the same matchup, but the first time around it didn't go very well. And he is going to be kind of having a lot of a burden on him to do better, because as I pointed out, this composition for SANDBOX stands and falls by how is your laning phase. Because if you are ahead, if you find any leads, you're incredibly strong at pushing them. But outside of Ahri, I'd say, and obviously Kyle as a support, your characters do very little on behind. There is just damage. There's a little bit of lockdown, but that's enough to, you know, maybe kill someone. And then after that, you're reliant on just finding your damage as you see fit. Engage also pretty lackluster. All of this leading to a situation where if LIIV SANDBOX fall behind early, game gets very hard.
Yeah, it's very true. A lot of comfort here for T1. We saw stuff like 8-0 for FAKER in this season on LeBlanc. We see 5-0 for Keria on the Nautilus. Lee Sin and Jace also don't have to really be mentioned. The Vayne very much new here. First pick for Gumayusi. Whereas on the side of
short range of the character makes it really hard to have an impact otherwise, and very obvious why she wouldn't be as high prize. Oh, Dove.
It's taking a lot of damage. There's the Ignite. The Q lands, and Dove is dead. Elects not to flash at all, and instead, the first blood will be given to his lane opponents. I really like the Mummy movies. Oh, they're very good.
Love the first one. Is
stun. Here we go. No level 6 for Dove. Is it enough? Down goes Croco. And Dove is not level 6, as this immediately turns on its head. And Dove says, well, I've got a flash and a dream. And the dream will come true, I suppose. Saving the flash for that moment will be better.
Hey, there's always someone that thinks that they found the treasure map, but then it's a fake. Or there's the, I don't know, it was a trap. Croco dies, unfortunately. And now Croco is behind as well. That is generally a very bad sign for LIIV SANDBOX. And as we pointed out, crucially, if Croco does get a kill there, then it becomes very easy to play it out. But instead, it is Owner with a very clean play. Zeus immediately flashing out, 2-man CC hits, and not even a Trinity ultimate, so you can't even try and go for a trade. And now with plates like that already getting picked up, it becomes more of a prerequisite for LIIV SANDBOX as opposed to an option to trade. But they're not going to trade, they're not going to be able to respond to this, and if Guma can just hold the wave, which right now looks like he will be doing, because Icing are rotating up. Gotta hurry up on this one.
Oh boy. Zeus is just going to knock him away, as there comes the Heartbreaker. Stun comes in. Zeus in a bit of trouble here. He has Ignite, and he's trying to trade it back, but again, it's Tryndamere. As Closer coming on in, but Owner will be able to secure this. Can hop away to Keria, as they will just try to get out of this one. Dredgeline comes in, and LIIV SANDBOX say, well, we got enough. As, guys, not your first time using the Blast Plant. Not seeming to matter, as Keria is looking for the kill onto Dove, and Croco says, good luck, buddy, you're dead.
Dove had to, of course, use his ultimate earlier there to get the kill on Zeus.
You can begin to start blasting with the, oh, this is Unfortunate for Ice. Not the timing you were looking for, as very nicely timed on that ultimate from the Renata. But it will not be enough, as Owner going to stand there and emote him, and that will be the kill over to the Vayne.
That's Gumayushi getting a kill early. Going to shove this wave into the turret, possibly also go.
Oh, man. Keria expecting it here right over the wall is Owner as he does. Have they gone too deep? Closer is in here. He's going to take out Keria. Now the charm will land. Do they have the damage is the question. Owner already has the Gore Drinker. Now he's looking for more. Takes him out. Having a bit of fun. Did not have to do that, but it is still going to be pretty good in the end as Faker nearly takes down Closer. And he should eventually take him out here. Trapped a bit under the turret. But with the Samira coming on in, Faker will just play it safe.
For him, the timing not quite right. Doesn't actually have the control and the vision.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I've seen this one before.
He's got ults. And a Dream. And a Viego. Ignite comes in, he flashes. The Q is there. The Ignite, not quite enough damage. As Krauko gonna get hooked up here. Maybe sticking around for a little bit too long, but the accelerated shock blast not going to land. As Keria, he is not done. He is just ruthless. As he will not be able to hit it this time around. Krauko also gets away.
And that feels good for SANDBOX, but you also lose more waves and the plates. And overall, not feeling too great about the whole experience. Closer now. On his way towards bot side, looking for the dive here on Guma.
Owner's like, well, this is about to time out. Let's go for it. Guma, that was not it. But he's actually setting it up for Owner. It was all a bait in the end. As Owner does go, and he's got the red buff. Handshaken away.
No.
As he is
Owner.
He's still going in. He's still going for the kill. And he is going to take it. He's still alive here. And he will be finally taken down. Meanwhile, the top lane is just in shambles. And Faker is still here with the Rift Herald trying to get it in. Doesn't look like it will get a charge, but some fun times down in the bottom lane here for T1.
I want POG, says Owner. Give it to me. How many people do I need to take down? It's okay, Owner. You got my vote. This is T1 taking these type of trades because they can, not because they should. And if game number 2,
it's a pretty large lead in terms of plates, and it's not ending here. I think T1, they're showing here in game 2 and game 3 that we're the much better team. A little bit of a fluke in game 1. LIIV SANDBOX played out of their minds. We didn't expect it, but now we're just going to kill you. And that is exactly what I'm seeing here.
And they're just running circles around them, right? Now gone to a 5k gold lead, and this is not reminiscent of game number 1. I just want to reiterate and maybe illustrate some of the high or the differences that we see between the two, because whereas there are 2 Drakes here for LIIV SANDBOX, their composition, I think, has a lot less leeway when it comes to falling behind, when it comes to actually hitting the damage thresholds that they crucially need. Although, I just want to reiterate...
Everfrost, good item. Strong item.
This is how it started in game 1.
Yeah, you don't have to do that, Zeus. As you don't have to do that, Keria. The Berserk comes in. But again, they're trying to run circles around them and trying to play with their food. You just got to be careful. Hope that food doesn't come back to life. It's now going onto Krauko. He's going to flash away. And that's going to...
The Hex flashing Nautilus. Oh, that's a flank angle. Will get spotted here.
I wonder what he's questing for. Like, it looks like this Nautilus skin in particular has, like, all legendary gear. Like, what exactly is he trying to find?
Maybe him and Dove are looking for the same treasure. Like in National Treasure, you know, you always got to have the bad guy.
Yeah, you got to have the enemy.
So who's Nicolas Cage and who's Sean Bean? Those are the real questions, Valdez.
LIIV SANDBOX, they want to make a stand here, and I don't blame them. You know, you got to make a stand somewhere. They do have some decent damage, but T1 are ready for it. Keria not going to hit him in the mist as Closer. Got to be careful, buddy. They have a ton of poke on the side of T1. Krauko's staying in, not going to get it. No charm lands either. The stun is in. Everfrost onto Keria, as he will knock them both up, and in goes Owner after a huge shock blast, and the kick is going to clean it all up. No S-Rank can do anything to the side of T1. They are too far ahead, and that will be the ace for T1.
Quest completed. Carrier goes down, but they're able to win the fight in an insanely decisive manner. Benefit of Vayne is, of course, that in this scenario, you can easily two-man the Baron, even this early on in the game. 20 minutes. Down goes the turret, and LIIV SANDBOX. It was fun having you in this game, but T1 says, no, that's going to be the end of it. Gonna make sure that you do go down here. As Baron gets taken up, entire jungle gets eaten, and this is, again, the acceleration of Zeus really hits the pinnacle here, where his shock blasts do...
That's not how you guys want to stand against it.
Come on, Owner, get him!
Yeah, Owner's trying really hard. He wants the POG. Can he pick it up? That's the question now. As we have a one-on-one on the bottom side, down will go closer as Guma nearly dies. So did get a lot of damage put into him. Didn't have to cleanse, though, in the end. So he caught the tail end of that fight.
Yeah, and crucially, Baron buff is being utilized by Faker. The rest of the team doesn't care at all, Faker.
Nice flash. Gotta admire those really nice reactions. As Ice, unfortunately, hasn't really got to do much in this game, even though it wasn't a huge blowout on the bottom side or anything like that. And T1, they're just hanging around. 22 minutes. They do have pretty nice siege, of course, with Zeus and Faker specifically. And great engage as Keria is going extremely deep. Huge Berserk comes in from the side of Renata. As the cleanse will get Guma out of safety here. We'll put him in safety as Dove has to ultimate to get away. Noner not quite able to pick that one off. As you can tell, Faker's also looking for this one as well. And the inhibitor will finally go down.
Nice little handshake there. Come on, Faker. Get out of the base. Don't take the risk. And now two inhibitors are down. 23 minutes in. And
12,000 gold.
Yeah. It's somehow even more brutal than game number 2.
I think they saw him. Yeah. Now this is a LeBlanc, but Ari has one extra dash, and the entirety of the enemy team is here. Faker trying to get over the wall. The damage not quite coming in from closer. The charm is going to miss too. And that's one more distort, as now Kraka will put an end to the funny business, as Owner is desperately looking for the POG. And he will take down Ice. I'm just going to say this every time he does anything now.
Yes, he should. As a Faker, you know, he's in a whole different movie. It's a heist movie, and he's running away.
It's like Ocean's 11 down on the bottom side.
It is. First it was Guma, right? Now it was Faker, and T1 really showcasing a whole slew of movies here. As bottom waves, mid waves, all shoving in with the inhibitors. There's no way that SANDBOX can find a stand here.
Yeah, Owner helps take out that top turret. He's really gunning for the POG here as the hook will come in. He's going to land that Q. He's looking for the... Okay, I'm not going to overdo this. We'll see if he does pick it up. He has picked up 7 kills. This is just going to be a really clean win from the side of T1. Kind of what we were expecting. You know, this is what we thought we would see in game 1. But the SANDBOX stood up to them. Unfortunately, we are not a best of 1 league. And T1 will take down the 2-1 here tonight, as long as they can get this last fight. As the buttons will be pressed and the LIIV SANDBOX members will be taken down. Ice does not get to go into that S rank and does not get to go for the Inferno Trigger, as he will be taken down, and perhaps only Krako will remain.
As Krako dodging as much as he can. But not going to be enough.
Yeah.
T1 continue to streak.
They do 17-0 after this win. GG. As the 2-1 victory will come in here tonight for the side of T1. As even production, you know, they put the camera on this guy, really gunning for his POG.